channel, What Colorful Worlds. In today's video, I'm going to be going over all of my coloring plans for August. Yes, I am doing this after the first week of August, so I only have 3 weeks left to do everything, but I still am ambitious and kind of want to get through 7 different books here. Alright, so the books, I will probably not get through all 7, but these are my hopes and dreams of what I can color for this month. With Rooms of Wonder as one of the books, I want to do a buddy color, and so that's why that's on my list. Worlds Within Worlds, I want to finish. I'm also part of a Facebook group that has 3 monthly challenges every month, and so at least 1, if not 2, will be out of this book. And the 3rd monthly challenge will be out of Mythic World. And that's kind of my idea there. Alien Worlds is because I recently joined a wonderful group of space explorers, in other words, people who are coloring alien worlds chronologically. And so I want to get started on this challenge as well and color a few of Alien Worlds pages every month. Meine Reise durch Afrika. I probably mispronounced that, that's okay. Like I have mentioned before, I have been intimidated by this book as well as by Tales from Atlantis, so I want to get over my art block and color in 1 page from each of these books. And finally, I have 2 color-alongs planned with 2 other people with Romantic Country, the 2nd tale. I've not yet colored in the 2nd tale, and I'm excited to do those as well. Will I be able to get through all of these? I don't know. I am definitely prioritizing the buddy colors first because when there's people involved, I don't want to disappoint them. And so that's definitely going to happen first. And then the other hopes and dreams, right? Like the Rita Berman one or the Atlantis one, at least 1 hopefully I could do just so that I can get a move on that art block that I have. And that's it for the different books that I have. Let's go to the table and look. All right, so this mad pile of books are my very ambitious goal for August. Let's quickly go through them. Book number 1 is going to be Romantic Country, the 2nd tale by Eerie. And I actually have 2 buddy colors lined up for this. So it's more than likely that I will be doing both of these pages this month. One of them is this double page spread. I love this double page spread. I can't wait to dive in and just create a beautiful color palette surrounding them. I'm planning on having it being kind of like a tannish golds wallpaper, and that muted color can help the colors of the dresses really pop. And I foresee a bit of a challenge with the mirror here because the mirror needs to reflect something. I don't want it to be a mirror that is not reflective because then it doesn't really serve its purpose. And so I'm excited to kind of tackle the challenge of the mirror and just have my pre-planned color palette ready to go. The 2nd page that I'm thinking of doing is going to be this one here, and this is with a different person for another buddy color on Instagram. By the way, if you're interested in doing a buddy color with me ever, please send me a message. Instagram might be the easiest way to contact me for that. And this particular page is going to be so fun. August is still kind of a summery month, and so it still fits within the color scheme of what's there. All the flowers are still in bloom, the strawberries are out. It could also be a springy page as well, I guess, but since it's August, I'm going to try to make it more colors aligned with late summer. I have no idea what those will be yet, but I'll figure it out when I get there. But it shall be a very, very beautiful spread to complete as well. So those are the 2 different pages that I have, well, I guess 3 pages, 2 different spreads that I have with Romantic Country, and I'm definitely doing both of those this month because with buddy coloring, I just don't want to disappoint, and so I'll be prioritizing this. The next book I'll be doing is Johanna Basford's Rooms of Wonder, and I'm coming in here on the origami page. And this is another buddy color that I'm doing with a pictured purpose. And I'm very excited to tackle this particular page over here, perhaps sometime next week. And it'll be fun to do a buddy color with this as well. I'm having the colors be very bright and happy.
And so I'll be using Sarah Renee Clark's color cubes to kind of help me find a nice palette for it. And I'm envisioning pinks, I'm envisioning greens and blues, maybe some oranges, just kind of make it like a light, bright, and happy page. And so that's what I'll be doing here with Rooms of Wonder. And my next definite I have to do in August because of Buddy Colors is this page over here. In the back of the book it's called A Leaf, but it's like the Viking skull page from Worlds Within Worlds by Kirby Rosance. So I'm actually having two different Buddy Colors for this one here. One is a group of buddy colorists that I do with Kirby in general, and another is somebody else who also wanted to do this page. So I have two different buddy color groups for the same page, and that means I have to also complete this page too. And for this one, I'm imagining it having some kind of cool effect in the sky with the northern lights, because when you think Vikings, northern lights kind of comes to mind. And so I've been researching how to do those as well. And so that northern light effect is what I'm thinking of doing for here, and it should be really cool and really fun. And so that is the nice definite I have to do because I'm held accountable by my Buddy Colors book. All right, so after that, the one that's pushing maybe, but still sort of probably yes, is going to be Alien Worlds. And what I mean by that is I recently joined a group of colorists who are really into the idea of doing Alien Worlds in chronological order, and they're kind of building stories around it. And I was lucky enough to be joining them, and so I'm going to be joining in doing that as well. And that means that this page, and this page, basically all the pre-pages is what I have plans to do at the start before actually diving in with anything. And so it's quite a few number of pages. I'm not actually sure how I'll be counting them when I do my end of the month recap, but it should be easier to do because like it's simpler than a lot of Kirby's works. Like for this one, you just color in a few of the asteroids and that's it. And so it can kind of help me get started in a good way on this book. One thing I don't like about the copy that I have is this paper is so thin that anytime you use water medium, it bleeds through in a really annoying way. Like you can see some of the, it's hard to fully see, but like it's reddish there. That bled through from this page. And you can even see over here when I was using my Derwent Inktense background on this one, that bled through over here. So I might be buying, I haven't decided yet. I'm first going to give it another chance on these 3 pages, but if it's going to be untenable to work with, especially with water mediums, then I might actually switch my copies to a different publisher. So this publisher here, which I do not recommend, is Lom Art Publishing. I don't like their paper. It just does not work well with different mediums. I do have easy access to a Marabout copy, which is the French copy. I might be going into those because I've heard that paper is phenomenal. And so if the paper doesn't work, I will spend that money to buy a new one. If I can deal with it, I'm sucking it up and sticking with this old one because I don't want to spend extra money on things which are a bit redundant. Trying to limit my budget for coloring. But yeah, so Alien Worlds, I'll be having the intro pages completed because of the new friends that I made, which is very exciting. All right, so now I'm coming into the books that I might not get to because I don't have another human being holding me accountable to get to them, if that makes sense. So if I have time, I would really like to start in a page from these 2 books. And that's because, as I've mentioned, I love these books, they're beautiful, but I'm very intimidated by them. And so what I had done for meine Reise durch Afrika is I made a Pinterest board, and you can find that on my Pinterest, by the way. It's in my description box on my channel, of all the different continents having tons of different color schemes and color palettes to kind of give me inspiration. And those are things, everything from like color palettes and photographs to people's pre-colored work of some of these pages. A lot of them are actually Rita Berman's coloring herself in her other books just to have a sense of her style. And so that's my jumping off point to hopefully get this book started. And so I'm going to aim for page 1. It might be easier, I know, to just jump in on your favorite page, but I'm just going to aim for page 1 because I am hoping to do it chronologically if I can, because I think that could be cool to do. So I'll see how that goes. If it's still a struggle, I will skip to just doing whatever I feel like doing and not worry about keeping it chronological. But I have high hopes that I can get this one done. And then same kind of issue here I have with Atlantis. I still need to, the Pinterest board I made was a mix with other boards, so I haven't cleaned it up yet, but I have images saved of ocean, just color palettes of the ocean that can kind of help me with this. And I'm probably not going to do it fully chronological, like I'm going to start with this, not start with the title page. And I'm envisioning having a white heron or crane, whatever this creature is, and just seeing if I can create an effect using white paint to really make it look like it's white feathers that are kind of coming around it and have nice soft, like sunsetty pastel tones. And for this one, I have an idea of making this pure silver in the back, but not really a reflection, more like a silvery disc. And I think that could be kind of cool too. So I have some ideas for this. I have ideas for the Africa book. It's just a matter of getting started in them. And so the final book that I am looking at maybe approaching is from Mythic World. And that's because with the Facebook group I'm a part of that has 3 different monthly challenges, one is a color palette challenge that's super bright and it's like based off of a carnival mask with tons of different vibrant dark colors. And so I'd rather have that mad color scheme in this book than in Worlds Within Worlds because I can't really find a page that it clicks with. And so these are my options. But the Mamiwata page could be fun with just tons of different colors. Instead of having her just be blue like the water, just have her be like a bazillion colors. You also have the big rainbow fish page. And so this could be good with all the different colors within that color palette. We have the fish that ate Vishnu. I don't know what that's called, a rainbow fish. Haven't looked at the back yet for the name of the fish. But this could also be nice and bright and colorful. And I guess lastly, this one here, it might not work for this, being in a very jungly theme. It might be mostly greens, but I thought it could be interesting if I make them also bright and vibrant and colorful. So, do I have another one? Yeah, this one. Maybe make the spider super bright and colorful too. I'm not sure about that, but that was an idea. Yeah, and so that's it, the final book. Here again are all 7 of the books, which I will probably not have time to do, but I am going to do my best to do as many of them as possible. Thanks for going through all the different options with me.
So before we leave for today, I have a question for you all. What theme do you think August should be? Because we know that in May we have Mermaid, in October we have Halloween, in November we have fall, in December we have Christmas. But August seems to be like a weird in-between month that doesn't really have a theme. If you have a good idea for a theme for August to kind of turn into a yearly coloring theme for August in general, I think it could be cool to create some kind of theme for each month so that if you were ever stuck on what to color, you know what to do for that. Thank you for watching my August coloring plans video. We'll find out at the end of the month how successful I was with my very ambitious goals over here. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you can see if I was successful or not with my different goals. And I will see you next week for another video. Happy coloring!